Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the River Hogs of Louisville taking on the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
17-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
we are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the River Hogs of Louisville taking on the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. But you look at this defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. The Giants at 4-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Barkley off tackle left. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right? And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, It's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Riverhawks.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Zappe to throw on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Looking to throw, Zappe. To the right side, complete to Miller. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Zappe on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver.
Oh, now meanwhile, the pass incomplete, but penalty flags on the field. There might very well have been early contact there. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Zappe. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Miller is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Zappe back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kayshon Boutte laying himself out in the end zone. And the Riverhawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Riverhawks 7, Giants 0. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Biggie. Dom Capers.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Stays on his feet. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Here's Jones. Off play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Jones on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Take over the 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. Off the fake, Zappi. Got a man, Boutte. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Pharaoh Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Riverhogs go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
In motion, Slayton. On second down, here's Barkley. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Timberland, 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 Timberland. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Out.
Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On the return is Jones. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Zappy now on 1st and 10. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down, maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Zappy in trouble, and he's going down. Dexter Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to pull the word Smokey and the Bandit look. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Okay, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Zappy looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Miller. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. One final shot before half for Zampi. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. And as he's dropped it to 23.
1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Zampi. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Zampi. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Second and 9. Barkley now on the handoff, but this will go the other way. It's a reverse. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Detroit.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jones. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Gets this complete to Butte. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Another throw coming for Zampi. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? It's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
3rd and goal. Here's Zappi. Eluding the... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bailey Zappi. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Riverhogs take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones now throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
Half 18, half 18.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And Zappi to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete, and touchdown. Keyshawn Butte with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Riverhogs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Zappi looks to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second down, Zappi. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
On second down, Zappi to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight. And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
This is 2nd and 8. Zappi going to bootleg out. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go get one.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Riverhawks 28, Giants 7.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On the right side, this is Miller. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
2nd and 7.
36-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Zappi.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Zappi throws this quickly and completes it.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for